everybody? Welcome to the No Fluff, No Gimmicks, Unfiltered, Raw podcast for entrepreneurs and real estate investors. We are the Golden Ticket Podcast. I am Jesse Davis, your host, and my man, the one and only Jason Ketto out of Palm Beach, Florida. How you doing,
Is
brother?
I? Is I good, brother? How are you?
Good,
Long
good.
time
I'm
no
doing good,
see.
man.
Long time no speak. How's the week coming along by you?
Man, it's going good, dude. Just trying to make these calls. This new process, dude. It's like, oh man, it's just totally different than what we did before. Because we're sending mass text before, and so
Yeah,
we would get a lot of replies. We're sending
yeah,
like 1,000 messages a day. Now it's like I'm one off with an iPhone, calling people, trying to find numbers, trying to find the errors. And dude, you would not believe it. I'm sending messages to iPhones. I see the messages blue, and I'm getting no responses. So it's one of those things like, and that's what we're going to talk about today with our mindset. I mean, you have to just keep going, you know what I mean? And not
yeah.
let that get
We're
you
going to
down.
talk as well at a later point in time. I was thinking about you. I was
Hmm.
hoping we were going to be able to speak earlier because I was a few questions that I had, that I had written down just
Hmm.
about where you're at in the process. But we'll talk about that at another time for sure. But
Sure.
yeah. So, what was your question?
I'll see how you were doing.
Yeah,
How's
yeah.
your how's your week going?
It's going good. It's funny because last week I, like yourself, I had got caught up in just, I don't want to call it the minutia of the business, but I felt like I was doing a lot of running. And then I'm like, wait a second, there's got to be another way to do it. So in the past couple of weeks, I've been just 86ing, getting rid of leads that I shouldn't even be working, meaning I didn't scrub
Hmm.
them good enough. And yet I got my VA chasing them down. And then when she finally gets a hold of them and it's time to talk cold turkey and numbers, it's like a crappy piece. It's a crappy lot. I don't even want it.
Yeah.
So, I've been taking the time and yeah, I've got more free time on my hands, which gets me super antsy. Like I
Hmm.
feel
Hmm.
I'm not doing something. I
Yeah.
really do feel like, and you know how it is with the land business. I mean, you can't work 9 to 5. It's impossible. I mean, God bless you if you can, but it really is for the most time. It's like you get a task, and I know we're kind of veering off, but it's like you
Mm-mm.
get a task or you get a bunch of leads that you're working, and no joke, you can't be working more than 4 hours during the course of the day, and
Yep.
then you're done. The better part of your day is just kind of, working it, doing whatever you're doing, but I don't think that there's enough business, nor do I really want to work 8 or 9 hours a day. I know I went off on a tangent. My week is good trying to keep busy, just doing no joke, productive things, not
Hmm.
BS things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
things that are going to move the needle. And I think a lot of times we get lost in building the doing the stuff that's not really moving the needle. I do that a lot. Um, Doing too much research on a property owner to try to find the heirs. And if I just find one heir and have a phone number, just call them. Like get a little bit of research, but like I have a bad habit of doing a bunch of research on a bunch of properties and not making a call yet. And like, oh, I'm gonna do
Yeah.
a bunch of research, and then I'm gonna start calling everybody. Which it kind of helped me yesterday. I was able just to dial, and just go. But you're right though, with the 8 hours a day. There's a guy that I know that kind of does what I do, and he works like stupid hours. And I'm like, and we talked about that before, um, working all these hours, and you can if you. I mean, it is, but you're gonna get burnout.
Yeah.
I've been trying to do that. I've been trying to work 9 to 5, honestly. Like, but dude, I've been getting up late. I want to go to the gym. I want to read. I want to do my thing that I enjoy doing, and then I want to kind of get started. I've
Yeah.
been getting started kind of late. I'm trying to get up earlier, but I've been getting up at like, man, like 9, and then doing my thing, and then I get started probably till, man, like 2, but then I'm working all the way till 5 or 6,
I
making
think this
calls.
ties into the mindset. I mean, wasn't
Yeah,
that what you were thinking of talking about?
yeah.
So,
Talking about mindset today.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, can I ask you
Yeah.
what's going on with your mindset with where you think to yourself, you know what? I think I'm going to get up at, I don't know, 7:30, 8 o'clock, and
Yep.
then roll it. Like, tell me a little bit about what's going on.
My mindset, man, I'll tell you guys right now. I mean, I've been doing this business for wholesaling and doing all this for like 4 years. And my mindset's always been a struggle for me. And some guys I feel like maybe it's not, but for me and that's something I love to talk about because I do a lot of reading. But where I'm at as far as getting up, it's like I guess I spoil myself. I'm a single man, so like I have nobody here, no kids are here,
There you
no
go.
one's telling me to get up. And I love to lay them like trying to get out of bed. Come on, time to get up, dude. The night before, dude, I want to talk to the Jesse the night before because he is ready to go. He's getting
Yeah,
up early.
yeah.
He's a badass. The
You
morning
got the silk,
Jesse
got the
is a
silk
weak ass little
jammies.
bitch.
Yeah, you got the silk
Yeah,
jammies going on.
the morning Jesse's a weak ass little bitch.
That's
The night Jesse,
hilarious.
the afternoon Jesse, he's pretty cool. But
Yeah,
yeah, so I think honestly it has to do with your lifestyle too. I mean,
yeah,
I'm making, I make calls till 2 to 5, but I'm working on because I need to get some deals done. So
yeah.
I'm gonna push myself. I'm gonna do the 9 to 5. I'm gonna push
Sure.
myself. Get up at 5:30. If I get up at 5:30 every day, we can talk about how our days look and stuff like that.
Oh, without a doubt. I can't wait.
Yeah, like 'cause people love. I know I used to love to hear about the people's morning routines, what they
Yeah,
did. But for me, I mean, like, what's mindset to you? Like, what
yeah,
is like when you think about a mindset in being an entrepreneur? It's extremely hard. It's difficult.
yeah.
Going to work is so much easier and getting a paycheck.
Oh
But
God, I say that
as
all the time.
because an entrepreneur, you're thinking all the time. You're always when I have my W-2, I clock in, I clock out, I'm done. I don't think about
Yeah,
work,
you're done.
and I
Monday
made
through
good money
Friday.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what
You
is
know,
it to you? Because you really have been doing this for a long time.
yeah. Well, and again, just to correct you, it's not as though I've been on the wholesale side no longer than you have. The 4 years, I
Yeah.
would say right before COVID. But, I've always been the go, 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 go in a good way. So, my mindset's always been really, if that guy can do it, I can do it, which is why and
Yes.
I'm not even BSing you, man. My schedule for the mindset is Monday through Friday. I'm up at 4 o'clock.
That's
Okay.
awesome.
And Saturdays and Sundays I cheat. I get up at 5:30. And you know what? It's funny because it's really that hour in the morning that I'm supercharging the mindset. Meaning I have my cup of coffee, I have my stretching, I have my meditation, I have my journaling, I have my reading, and then I have some work research so that you'd be surprised, an hour blasts by, and then it's like, I'm ready. I
Hmm.
know that for myself, if I don't have that, if I don't have that ritual
Hmm.
of really getting myself in the right mind, my day's off. My day's off. So I would say, I don't know how people do it. I don't know how most people do without getting themselves there in order to do what needs to be done.
To have the morning routine, you mean?
Yeah, I mean,
I think it's important, and I think you learn that from listening to other entrepreneurs who are successful, reading books and stuff like that. Yeah, I do the
yeah,
same thing. I have a morning routine. I get up, I eat, I make. I know exactly how long it takes me from the time I get out of bed to the time I make my egg.
crazy.
I eat 3 eggs and like some strawberries every morning. I can get
Hard
out of
boiled
bed,
or scrambled?
scramble, baby. Yeah, yeah. I get up with a little bit of salsa on top. But I get
There you
up,
go.
I can get out of bed, get a
Yeah,
shower, do all my routine, be done eating, and like today I did it in like 24 minutes. I was able to
yeah,
do all that and be sitting down with my cup of coffee. I gotta have a cup of coffee, just one though. I have a cup of
yeah.
coffee and I read. I read the Bible every morning. I read about like 2 pages, and then I
Sure.
read my devotional, so my Jesus devotional,
Yeah,
and then I'll read a chapter, and then I'll read my book, a book that I'm reading. So usually that takes me about an hour to do all that, and then I
sure.
go to the gym, and I work out every day. I don't take days off normally,
Yeah, me neither.
and then
Uh,
hour hour at the gym, come home, and then get to work. That's why I know if I get up at 5:30, I can be sitting down at my desk at 9 if I can get myself to do it. You have a good circadian rhythm though, which that's what you have to start, guys. If you're like me and you get up late, I've always gotten up late. My mom, she likes to sleep in. That's just how I am. I like
yeah,
to stay up late,
yeah,
but but if you can get yourself in a just force yourself to get up, which I'm going to every day. I'm
yeah,
telling myself, but tomorrow for sure. And then when we talk next week, I'll say, hey, I got up at 5:30.
yeah,
Getting up and then going to bed at a certain time, you'll get yourself in a routine. and like you, so you on the weekends you get up at 5 because your body just tells you to get up.
Yeah, pretty
You
much.
know
And
what
you
I
know, I'm
mean?
going to tell you something. And as we're bantering back and forth, if you don't adopt the right philosophy of getting into the right mindset, here's what's going to happen. Besides the fact that you don't get everything done the way you want to get done, here's what's going to happen. You're going to get on the phone, you're going to deal with a bunch of phone calls, and just as well as I know, someone's either going to say something or do something that rattles your cage, that completely spins you 180. And
Amen,
now,
brother.
there you go. And so, you
Praise
know
you.
what I mean? Where if you didn't have your mindset right in the beginning, you sure as hell do not have your
Mm-mm,
mindset right at
mm-mm.
10 o'clock or 10:30 when you got your first berating phone call or email or even fire that you needed to put out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And that's something too. I'm glad you said that because getting on the phone has always been a struggle for me because I do have a stutter sometimes. And for some reason, in person, I'm good, but on the phone, I've always struggled. But if I just push myself, like to make the calls, literally just dialing and no one answers, I feel like my confidence just goes, whoop, and I'm like, dude. And then when I'm done for the day, did I feel like a badass? But if I just do it, I'll tell you guys right now, you guys are scared to get on the phone. I'm
Yeah.
telling you guys, the first time I ever cold called um, was I remember Brent Daniels, TTP.
Yeah.
I was part of that group. He said to dial for 5 minutes and then be done. Dude, my heart was beating. No
Oh,
answer
I know.
phone.
I can
My
imagine.
heart was beating so fast. I told my mom
Oh,
that, and
yeah.
she was like, "Really?" And I'm like, "Dude, I guess people don't understand." Like, I was so nervous. And but yeah,
But
just
the
get on the
funny thing
phone.
is what could you be nervous about? Hang up?
Exactly. I tell myself all that all the time, like, why are you freaking nervous? You're good talking to people.
Yeah, you're
Like,
crazy.
just do it, bro. Like you've been a bartender. You did anyway, so just gotta build yourself up and just
Yeah.
be uncomfortable. Be comfortable doing the
Being
uncomfortable.
uncomfortable. Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing that I did that I'll tell you guys too with the mindset. You got to read, man. I don't know. Do you like to read? Do you read?
Love it. Love
I
it. Every
started a few
day.
years ago. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So I started reading a few years ago. I think I have all the books I've read on my nightstand, and I've read about, man, I don't know, 15 books since I started the wholesaling. But anyways, um, uh, Think and Grow Rich. If
Okay.
you haven't
Awesome.
read that, guys, everybody's as entrepreneurs read that. But there was one thing he said in there that helped me to get over fear.
What's that?
Was unsuccessful people do what others are not willing to do.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing I did, um, dude, guys. I'm telling you, man, you got to put yourself because I knocked on doors one time
Yeah.
to basically tell someone, can I put a sign on the back of your fence because your fence faced a main highway, and it was just restored home buyers, I buy homes, and I knocked it. Dude, I was so nervous. I went to the
What do you
gym that
say?
day, got myself pumped up. I put something nice on. I just kept driving. I was driving there. I kept saying, successful people do other people. I just kept like a little chant. If you do
Oh, yeah,
those,
yeah,
even
yeah.
Tony Robbins maybe talks about it. Those
Sure.
chants, you're like
Yeah.
chanting. It's like a spell you're putting on yourself. I said it. I
No
was
doubt.
so freaking nervous, bro. I knocked on 5 doors. The fifth lady was so nice and said yes. I said, hey, I'll pay you $500 if I get a deal. Had it on the had on just fast forward, but had it on the back of the fence for a whole year. No one ever called me. Guess
Yeah.
what? I got that one freaking call that it was a tired landlord. Got the deal, seller finance,
There we
ended up
go.
flipping it, and ended up making 65K on it. Oh, on a
What?
on an $80 sign that
Yeah.
cost me from Vistaprint, and then I had to go kind of fix it because it would kind of fall off sometimes,
Sure.
and then I had to pay her five. Then I paid her $500.
That's
Anyways,
good,
but
man.
reading, guys, reading a lot of books. I love not I hate calling them self help books, but self development books. I love those. Those are my favorite.
Self-improvement, self-development,
Those are
right. Yeah, oh,
those are
yeah.
my favorite books to read.
Yeah,
Like
likewise.
mindset
I
books
feel
are my
like,
favorite.
yeah, you're pushing yourself to, do the reps. You touched briefly about when you'd have the
Mm-hmm.
we won't even call it a word, we'll just call it the so in all fairness to why I love the phone, you and I are on different spectrums. And I
Mm-hmm.
I love the phone. I feel as though when I'm not on the phone is when it's like this for me.
Oh,
Because I
really?
feel like completely. You're thinking to yourself, he's out of his mind. So I had started out in the mortgage industry, and this would have been 2000. And I was confined in a room. It couldn't have been more than 10 by 10, which is kind of like a standard room size. It was me and two other guys, and we positioned the desks in a way that would allow for four desks. It just so happened to be three desks, and everyone would be on the phone. So I was kind of thrown to the wolves early
I
on,
like
where,
that.
yeah, we were making phone calls and we were always trying to outdo each other. And we were always kind of
Yeah.
there for when one another failed, to kind of, make fun of the situation, where we got so comfortable that we had drawn a picture I'll never forget. It's kind of not that graphic, but it was a picture of a gun and a phone, which is,
Hmm.
the phone was a gun, and you picked it up and it gave you this power to bang, 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 take the bad guys out. And without picking up the phone, you were sitting duck. You were dead. You were never going to make any money if you couldn't pick up the phone. And I feel like it's a lost art. Most people don't
Hmm.
like
Hmm.
phone. You
Hmm.
speak to a bunch of people, I'm sure
Hmm.
you know this as well. They'll text you to their heart's content.
Hmm.
They'll email you all day long. They'll mail you stuff in the mail. And then when it's time to have a phone conversation,
Hmm.
mindset's out the window. They're like, I can't do
Hmm.
that. I can't. You're crazy with this stuttering thing, because you sound
I
super,
know.
super
I mean, I don't really stutter
polished and finished.
anymore. I know, unless the only time I stutter is when I get I mean, really when I'm stressed. When I'm thinking about something, I'm stressed out. And then when I'm super excited, I start to stutter. But really, I don't really stutter. Not. I mean, I when I was younger, I did. But no, I'm saying something about getting on the phone. But no, but I just literally, if I just do it, then I feel fine. Like today, I did it yesterday and the day before, and I'm like, it's just like you guys, just like you said something really good. Reps
Yeah, putting in the
doing.
reps.
If you put the reps in, man, just put the reps in and
Yeah.
just do it. Just do something every day. And yeah, and it's because you're gonna be nervous. You're not gonna want to do. You're gonna think imposter syndrome. You know that. I dealt
Yeah.
with that for a while. I don't know if you ever dealt with that, but it's like
Sure.
you don't think that you're. And guys, that's whenever you don't think you are who you are. Maybe you came from
Right.
a different job, a different industry, and now you're trying to call people to buy their homes or to buy their land, and you're like, but I'm not really that person, and so you don't feel
Yeah.
that power. But if
No
you,
winning land. Yeah.
yeah, I'll tell you this, guys. What helps me is I know ways to get the money. If you can find a deal, you can find someone to partner with. There's ways
Oh
to
God,
fund a
yeah.
deal.
It's easy.
Find find those people and we can give y'all the resources for a land. Basically just getting on those Facebook groups and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But and fund was it fundmyland.com, right? Is that what it's called?
There's a
Fundmyland.com.
directory. There's
Yeah.
a directory of people
Yeah.
nowadays. It's not hard. It's not when it's
Mm-mm.
a deal. Everyone
Partner
comes
with Pete.
knocking at you.
Yeah,
Partner with
partner
Pete.
with Pete.com. I partnered with him. Now they want you to have a certain amount of because you got to split the deal with somebody.
Yeah.
You got to be able to split it. But if you, it's all about finding a good deal. Like right now, my strategy right now, I'll tell you guys right now. This, like I said, this is a raw, unfiltered type of thing. Like I only have about in my bank account, I've got about $50,000. Now that's for me to live on, and I live super cheap. But um, and that's for market. I don't pay any marketing really, like, cause like I'll have a cell phone bill and that's it. Um, but my goal is to not buy deals. I'm literally going to find deals, good deals,
Yeah.
and partner with somebody. And I'm willing to give up 50% because I just want to get some deals done. And that's what you guys have to think about. Like, just just find the deals. Just be really
Yeah.
good at finding deals. Just
Yeah.
master that,
You
and
said
then
something
that'll
really
make your
good.
mindset better. Uh-huh.
But not only that, you said something really good. That mindset will tie in to showing that you're so invaluable in something that you can do, that you become a conversation piece where you tell someone, hey, listen, I know I'm just simplifying it. I can find land deals at 50 cents on the dollar, 60 cents on the dollar. Your average person that has money, that wants to be a real estate entrepreneur, but yet works that 40, 50-hour job, he's never going to work the way we work, but he sure as hell is going to want to walk in our shoes. He's going to be willing to want a partner to give the money on those deals, especially when there's that much equity in it. And it kind of ties into what you were saying about the mindset. If you continue to do the work on a daily basis, whether you're getting on the phone call or whether you're getting up early, it's just going to be that ripple effect.
Hmm.
It's going to fall right over into your work life balance.
Yep, I agree. And how do you feel about this? Is the mindset thing. How do you feel about people say, "Oh, there's so much competition"?
Oh, I love it. I
Ah.
love it. Those are
I
the
used to
same
think
people
that.
that,
I used to be really bad about that. Really bad.
what does it make? How does
Not
it make you feel?
anymore. Not anymore. I mean, no, I used to be. I
Oh,
used to be like,
really?
I used to be like, oh, I can't go here because there's too much competition. Oh, Florida's too competitive. Well, I did 4 deals last year in Florida,
But
you
that's what I'm
know,
saying. You
over
know
text
what?
messaging
Right. Through text messaging, which
and
is one of the,
wholesaling deals. They were all wholesale.
again, some of the hardest avenues to chase. You know, I hate to say it, but those are just weak people. They need those excuses.
You got it.
Again, I hate to even repeat it. It sounds like a broken record. It's really the mindset that they're so tricked
Mm-hmm.
into. They need an excuse to have an out
Hmm.
because it's not going to work. They're going to try. They're not going to really try so that they can say, "Hey, I tried," and
Hmm.
that's their cop out.
Hmm.
That's fine.
Yeah,
I love it.
yeah. I think that if you really want to do this, you just keep at it. If you're going to give up because you think there's too much competition, then you're never going to be successful. But if you have that mindset and you know that you know that it's fake, it's a fake thinking that you have, and you know what's possible, and you're like, why not keep thinking this? Then you can overcome it. Like just it's going to take time, guys, in this business, like to get a strong mindset, to get better. But really, what you said earlier, it's reps, guys. Like literally, just doing the things that you don't want to do, but you do it anyways. Like that, those are the things that are going to make you move forward, make you a stronger mindset, get you more experience. Um, uh, I mean, last year my mindset was, dude, I was so freaking tired, dude.
Yeah, I
I mean, at
remember.
some point, dude, I was just like, man, I don't know if I want to. But the thing is, like, I don't know.
How
I
many
love
times
this
did we,
business
how many
so
times
much.
did we both want to quit last year collectively? At least
Oh man, dude,
25.
my
It
job is
seems
the
like
only
every time
reason
we spoke,
why.
I'm like, I just want to quit.
Dude, the income I was making, 'cause I made good money as a nurse. I was working 4 night shifts a week, 12-hour shifts a week. Then I had my kids 3 days a week.
I
So
know.
do the math. There's no days left. So I'd get
No.
off on a, so, but I do stuff at nighttime. I had 2 VAs, but my income supplied my marketing. So like if I didn't have that, man, I don't know. I don't know. I probably would say I've always been in the. I can never say I'm going to give up. I mean, maybe I don't
Yeah.
do everything I'm supposed to do. Like I'm not like being this badass working 9 to 5 and I'm just killing it. But you know
Yeah.
what? I'm just not going to give up. I know what's possible, and I
Yeah.
know I'm just going to keep going because I know what I've already done. And that's another thing too, guys. Like I think you lose your like for me sometimes I'll be like "Oh, I'm not good enough or I'm not maybe I'm not as good as I think I am like but then you have to really then I think back I'm like dude why are you thinking like that. You did like you've done this many deals, or even if you haven't done any deals, guys, like think about what else you've done in your life. Like before I did deals, I'd be like, man, I did this and I've conquered this and I overcame this. Just be comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
all you gotta do, man. And just keep educating yourself and taking action. And pick another thing too with the mindset. Well, this is off mindset, but pick one marketing channel and don't do like
Don't even start
me and
that. We don't
Jason.
have that much. We don't have that much time
Okay,
left
got you. But just
to
stick with
not
one
talk
and go.
about marketing.
Yeah, we'll
As
talk
far
about
as
it the next time. Yeah.
because that's a
You're
great
always reeling me in.
because that's a good one. All of a sudden, I'm like, oh
It is
yeah,
a
and I'm
good
like,
one.
oh,
Yeah.
what are we doing? What are we doing?
I know. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to tell you though. You mentioned early on, and listen, I'm not a heavily religious person. Although my father goes to church every Sunday, I went to Catholic school. Um, you're going to have to get religious to the degree of you if you can't have direct communication with him or her to kind of see you through this, to kind of make sure to give you that right mindset to stay the course. It ain't gonna happen, bud. You know that,
Yeah.
I know that. I mean, yeah, it's there for a reason, for guidance, and we can talk about it till we're blue in the face. We can go to every Facebook group, meet up, and what have you. If you don't innately believe that you can do it, you're never gonna make it through the tough
You,
times because God only knows, you and I know how
mhm.
tough business can be.
Hey, the one thing that you got to have is faith. You got to have
Yeah,
faith that's going to work, and that's
yeah,
really hard to do.
and
But if you
patience.
believe, a lot of patience.
Yeah,
Um, but I mean, I believe in Jesus. I'm not. I know I've dated a Catholic before, so I know y'all believe in something. But I leave. But I'm a non-denominational. I have a relationship with Jesus. I've since I was a kid. Um, I know He's real. I talk to Him. I pray. Um, but you got to have faith that. That's why I'm saying like if you even listen to this, there's a reason why you're listening
yeah,
to us because you have that inside of you. You want more. You want to be an entrepreneur. I mean, what you have now is not enough. Now, in our situations are both different. You were a realtor, and you kind of were an entrepreneur already, and you're like, hey, this is another way to make money and more money. For me, I'm a nurse. Um, I make really good money. Like I could literally work 3 days a week,
and call it a
and
wrap.
I
Yeah,
have a house. I could have a nice life, dude. I make 100 grand a year and live a good life, and I'm like, but it's like for me, it's just that sounds depressing. I don't know why it just sounds. That's why I'm a travel nurse because I can't stand the idea of working at one job forever and same people. Hey guys, how you doing? I'm like, oh my god, dude, I would just. It's
coffee
depressing.
break.
I'm always trying to like, dude. I worked. So anyways, I'm gonna get off on this, but yeah, we have something inside of us that God, I believe, put in you because He has something bigger for you planned. Something bigger for you. If it's inside of you, keep going after it. Don't put that fire out. And it's going to
Yeah,
take time. Don't get discouraged because the deal fell through or you don't know what to do or you're too scared to get on the phone or just keep going. Just keep going, keep going,
yeah,
keep going.
yeah.
It will
You know,
work out, I promise.
without a doubt. And I think one of the reasons why I'm sure we both might have agreed about the mindset being a great first topic is because in the coming weeks, and I'm sure Jesse will definitely add to this and agree with, we're going to be talking about so much that intertwines with the mindset of if you don't have it and you don't have enough belief or faith in yourself and seeing through these things, this this channel and this topic just might not be a good fit for you because
Hmm.
you're going to have an opportunity to kind of see in the books of what other people have done that, for a lack of a better word, they're not as successful as they're going to be just right now, but are willing to share all of the failures free of charge because it's kind of entertaining.
Yeah, it is. No, yeah, and so with the mindset, I was gonna say is, dang it, I forgot what I was thinking of it when you were talking. I forgot, but you got to read books, guys.
Write
That's
it
a
down.
big thing. I know I should have wrote it down. Um, but yeah, you have to just yeah. I don't know what it was so good too, and I forgot. Dang it.
Well, listen, as we come to a tail end, I'll tell you that. Let me see if I could just find it real briefly, and then I'll let you close this out. Uh, some of the different topics that we're going to be covering in the future is going to be everything from what's the right marketing channel to how much should I budget? How long is it going to take to actually close a deal? Where should I be looking for deals? What are the best CRMs? Who are the best mentors? Who are the best coaches? And listen, Jesse, I literally have pages worth of things that we're going to be able to discuss as do you. But why don't you bring us home and let's get this show going still because we still have an entire workday left.
Yeah, we do. And we're about to get started doing some more work. Hey, guys, so thanks for listening. My name's Jesse Davis, Jason Nickero, and we are the Golden Ticket Podcast. Check us out at the website, thegoldenticketpodcast.com. You have our bios there. You can JV with us. There's a form there. I'm actually going to put a form too if someone wants to be a guest. I can kind of vet them out. But go check us out, guys. And we'll be doing these weekly. I'm not sure exactly the date, but we're record on a Sunday, and it'll probably be aired on a Monday. So there'll be oh yeah, that's what I'm going to say too, guys. There will be a YouTube channel. Um, I'm working on that, and on the YouTube channel, it won't just be episodes. I'm going to do some videos of cold calling, live cold calling, different videos of just me talking about doing some stuff that you guys want to see.
Yep.
And if Jason wants to add videos, he can too. So it'll be more than just episodes. So you can check us out there too. It's not ready yet, but I'll let y'all know when it's ready. So, all right, guys, y'all have a great week, Jason. Get some
Likewise,
stuff
you too, my
done.
friend.
I can't wait till next week, next episode.
Likewise, likewise. I'm excited.
All
Enjoy
right,
yourself,
brother.
man. I'll talk to you
Yes,
soon.
sir. You too, man. You take care. Bye.
Bye now.